So I have here a double corner box filter that I've been using in my aquarium for about 3 or 4 months now. And I'm going to give you my honest review of this product and why I will never be buying it again. So here we're going to just start by getting into like the anatomy of the filter here. You have this piece that just comes right off. These two containers are pretty much identical other than a couple things. The filter media in both boxes are exactly the same. You have gravel and a couple of ceramic stones in there that honestly the gravel's not great, but that's okay. I don't have a problem with the media in this filter. That's not the reason why I don't like them. And then you have, this will be white when you first get it. This one is it's been used, so it's a little discolored now. So just a few different types of sponges in here. This one's pretty coarse sponge. And then a box with the gravel and ceramic stones. So that one goes on bottom and this one goes on top. And one of my complaints is that this lid is really hard to get off. I don't know if it's just mine or if they're all that way. But the best way I find is to push up from the bottom to get that piece to come off. And then the media is the same in this box. And you have this piece, so the airline would be attached there. It would blow bubbles down, and the bubbles would come down here and just start flowing up all the way up through this. And my biggest problem with this, so I put it back together. For a box filter, what I want is for it to do mechanical filtration, flowing through the top, through these top holes here, and we'll have all the junk, all the fish poop, all that kind of stuff right up here. So I could just take off the lid, take out the top layer, wash out the top layer, replace it or whatever, and then put it back in all to go. But the problem with this is that's not how it works. Because this only comes into the top section, the air bubbles do not come down in the bottom section at all. To still use this filter media, we still have to have water coming in somehow. And they do that by putting holes on the bottom of the box filter. So it'll still drive water through it. But then instead of just having the mechanical filtration being on the top where you can easily clean it, instead you have to, in order to clean it, you have to take it completely apart and wash everything out, and then in doing so, you actually lose your beneficial bacteria, quite a bit of it. So by having the holes on the bottom, it's the only way you can still use this filtration media to filter the water, except you're going to have a bunch of gunk and fish poop and everything go up through the bottom, and it's just going to look disgusting in your fish tank most of the time. It'll look good for 2-3 weeks, but after that it's going to start looking bad. Even if you change the top off, if you change the top filter media and clean it and everything, it'll still look bad because it's pulling up all that junk from the bottom. And I have video of what it looks like actually after being run for a couple months, and it's not very pretty. So if they had designed this box filter so it wasn't so cheap like it is, they would have put this piece in the second box at the bottom. So the airline could have come up through the top box. So you could still connect the airline up through the top, and it would blow water all the way through the first box, down into the bottom box, and then the hole down at the bottom would be where all of the water would have to go in through to go up all the way out through this. And that way, all the water would just be coming in through the top, going down through both boxes, going to the center of the box, and then just coming up. And then there would be no need for holes on the bottom of the box. And if they had done that and hadn't gone with the cheaper design, then they wouldn't have filters that end up looking like this in the aquarium.